Hey everyone, how are we all doing? Okay, so before we get started, everything I say in this video is my opinion, mine alone. Please feel free to do your own research and come to your own conclusions. With that being said, let's just dive into today's video, shall we? Okay, so how many videos have you clicked on recently saying Tati Westbrook is back? Me personally, too many. Too many considering they're basing that on a photograph of Tati Westbrook with fans out on the streets. Yeah. So Tati Westbrook is not back, I think it's fair to say. No. So with that out of the way, I wanted to talk about, someone asked me to start looking at the daggers, the IBP and the baits. And honestly, I am struggling so hard. These families, how can people watch them? I feel like every time I press play, I lose another brain cell. Like, seriously, it's that boring. There is nothing exciting about a family of 19 kids. Geez, my husband comes from 7 kids. Every time I press play on another Duggar video, I lose brain cells. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm going to have to say this, and I hate to say this, but in Charlotte's words, well, a clock is always right at least twice a day. Katie was right about Jim Bob making Josh the way he is. When Josh is receiving both mental and physical punishment for doing things to himself, for looking at corn, from when he was a young boy, this is going to cause a boy issues. Like, seriously, this is going to cause a boy issues. Now, my original thoughts on Josh going to his parents and talking about what he did, I thought, how fantastic. A young lad who can go and speak to his parents about something that he's done wrong and that he feels safe enough to own up to it because he knew it was wrong. It don't work that way. If you sin, you have to own up to your elder. And in that case, it was mum and dad. If it was Jim Bob who done it, then he would have had to go to his pastor, preach, whatever his church has, and confess to that person. But for Josh, it was his parents. Now, I literally haven't got anywhere with the Bates family. And the IBLP, Bill Gothard. He is vile. He is absolutely vile. Anyway, back to what I'm actually here to talk about, because I am having real issues trying to sort of watch these people. Katie, Kathryn, our friend Kathryn. Ever since the lawsuit was sort of over, her head has only got bigger. But then we got to add in that Josh Duggar was arrested. Boy, did her head explode. Like, damn! She already felt like she was untouchable. They won't sue me, they won't sue me. They only sent me 4 cease and desists. They would have done it by now if they were going to sue me. They're not going to sue me. No. Girl, they sued you. And you didn't win, by the way. So, what has Kathryn been up to? Well, she's been giving everyone nice little labels. She is calling all Catholics now. That thing that you don't want children to be around or near. She insinuated, is it insinuated when she really comes out and says it though? But she said that he's going to get out on bail now and then he's going to force his wife into the bed. And she can't say no. Well, maybe, Katie, maybe, just maybe, she will be up for it too. You have absolutely no evidence to say that he has forced his wife to do what he wants her to do. None. You come to me with evidence of her saying no to him, and then we will discuss that as an option. Until then, if you can't say anything nice, then keep your gob shut. Jeez, woman, there is something seriously missing in our head. Who do you think you are to be accusing someone of doing that to their wife without evidence to back it up? Maybe she wants to get into bed with him. Maybe, just maybe, she likes the idea of being submissive in the bedroom. Because there are people who do like that. But no, Kathryn had to go that one step further and make out like he's not only watching really bad stuff on the internet, he's also assaulting his wife. But you don't know that. You have no evidence to back that claim up. And until you do, the moment you say that again, Josh Duggar should sue you. And Anna Duggar should also sue you. And then I would love the whole family to come together. And they can all have one reason to sue you. Then you'll have to pay every one of them. And their children. Kathryn Paulson, you are vile. What Josh did was really bad. Really, really bad. But that doesn't justify what you're doing. Nothing justifies the things that you were saying about their relationship. And don't forget how jealous she got about Emily D. Baker. Even on I believe it was an Instagram Live, she was yelling, Emily D. Baker's stands, get out of my live stream. You were so jealous that she was invited onto the H3 podcast and you wasn't. So jealous. Let's not forget what Katie's stands did in the name of Katie. She went over to Renelle Smith's channel. I do hope I said that right. Renelle is an amazing woman, by the way. If you're not subscribed to her already, then why the hell not? Because she is absolutely amazing. She has the most amazing outlook on life. She is a woman who can stand on her own 2 feet. And if someone comes at her, she's a woman who knows exactly what to say. If I could be half of the woman that she is, it would be an honour. But this isn't about that. This is about the racial attacks that were used against her. Attacks that they should be arrested for, because it was vile. I am not going to use the words that they used, because it is that disgusting. But if you're not already subscribed to Renelle, I will leave it a link in the description to her channel. Why aren't you subscribed to her? Because she is amazing. Can you imagine being jealous of someone? Now, what you've got to keep in mind is, where this dispute with Katie, it's a one-sided dispute, for God's sake. Where this dispute came from, when Emily D. Baker was starting to read out the lawsuit papers. Now, keep in mind at this point, Kathryn hadn't even responded to anything, and Emily D. Baker was talking about the Tati Westbrook and, oh God, what was his name? And her business partner. And she was discussing, I believe, Tati's response. Or it could have been the business partners. But Katie had come across this live stream and just assumed that she was talking about her. Then she went on to threaten to sue Emily. And that didn't even happen just once, by the way. That was a number of times that she threatened to sue Emily. She apologised for attacking Emily. That lasted possibly 24 hours. But that's a Katie video for you. That's a Katie apology for you. 24 hours your max, it's gone. Deleted, never happened. So that happened. And then she called Emily biased. Now, how can she expect Emily to say anything nice about her when her first communications with Emily was, "I'm going to sue you"? I certainly wouldn't be speaking highly of Katie. And I gotta be fair to Emily, she kept everything so professional. So professional. Personally, I wouldn't have. I said, do it. Sue me. Prove that I've done anything that is against you. Any defamation at all. You show me one little bit of defamation. The stupidity of it all. So yeah, when Emily was invited on to H3 podcast, I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall. I would have loved to be a fly on the wall that day. I imagine the air turned green. It's probably green already, but yeah, okay. But I imagine something crazy happening. Anyway, that is everything I need to say about Katie, Tati Westbrook. Yeah. I shall see you guys in the next video. Please like, share, subscribe. And I shall see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.